Alrighty guys, we're back for more Sengoku Rance. I believe this is going to be the 9th part. And where we left off last time was, I believe we conquered Shinano, the country of, or the province of Shinano. So, let's see, can we attack them? Nope, we can't. So that must mean that we just recently conquered Shinano within this turn. So now that we've got that done with, we'll go ahead and recruit 1 and 3 from the Mino 3, so we can work our way over to getting that commander by the name of Dosan-chan, as I think she's called. I don't know what she's really called, but I think her name starts with Dosan or something. So whatever. The best ones out of 3 is honestly, in my opinion, Gankui Tetsu. He's a tactician, and he's got pretty good stats for what he is. So we're just gonna, actually, we're gonna have to defend against one of them, and we only have 1, 2, 3 troops. So instead of actually recruiting one of them, let's go ahead and see what else we can choose here. Let's see, we're gonna choose Tamagashima Fuka's episode or event. So this event, basically, I'm just gonna be skipping through it, but basically before I do, basically she's just going to ask him, or Rance is going to ask her to have sex with him. And before she can answer, though, Rance jumps to conclusions that Fuka wants him to do something for him in order to or before she consents. And Rance obviously just immediately assumes that, oh, if I take over 3 countries, then she'll let me have sex with him, or she'll let me have sex with her, not him. That'd be gay, and he's not gay. And so he just decides that on himself, and he just runs off. And Fuka just like stares at him awkwardly and wonders why he just did that, because she would have done it with him even if he didn't do anything. So don't know why, but whatever. That's just how it goes down, and basically this event is otherwise very pointless. The only reason why I'm keeping Tamagoshi Fuka in this army is to obtain, well, you don't really need her to obtain another character, but in case I do go for the hardest dungeon in this game, Tamagoshi Fuka is the key character in order to unlock it. Otherwise, she has no real significance in this game. And other than that, I only keep her around because she provides 5 extra satisfaction points pretty early on in her events. So I mean, that's the only thing she's good for, and that's the only thing I ever use her for. So her. So now that we've used up all our turns, let's go ahead here and save it up, and we're going to end our turn. Ooh, so Takeda attack. Damn, this is gonna be. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack, counterattack, or basically defend against Takeda. I'm putting Sanada Torre in front because not only does he have really good defense, compared to these two anyway, but also he has the item Blue Seal Case, which reduces all damage by 30%. So yeah, that's why I'm putting him in front. Otherwise, if I put them all in the back, then everyone in the back will just automatically revert over to the front war. So as long as there's at least 1 unit in front, all units in the back will be still in the back. Once the unit in front gets annihilated, then they shift forward. That's how this game works. So let's get started here. The reason why I'm fighting off Takeda is that I'm planning to have Takeda around for a longer time. I'm just gonna go steamroller over the Imagawa family, or the damned Hannies family, very, very quickly. So yeah, that's why it's just logical like that. Good. So Takeda didn't really send over like bullshit units over to us, like cavalry units and whatnot. All we need to deal with is just an annoying ninja units, and that's about it, really. And I have no idea what to do with the Akechi now. I'll just use him to get rid of some of that guard percentage on that guard unit. Good, so ninja unit is out of... Oh, they're all out of... what is it? I should have actually just had Elena just use Shigami on everyone, because it really didn't matter for these troops. If there were cavalry troops, then the Shigami, all our Shigami would have been like necessary as fuck. But in foresight, or in hindsight, I guess it wasn't really that necessary. So now that we annihilate that guy's unit, everyone's out of action flags, and the game ends early. Yes, Sengoku Cup. Execute operations, blah 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 blah. Togawa Ieyasu in this game really loves tempura. And he also, really likes foot massages. Don't know why. Thinking. Alright, Ikai-sama. Let's see. Ooh, goddamn. I missed that. I don't know, I don't remember, I don't recall what it really meant anyway. We'll just check in the dialogue tab once another event pops up. So now that the Imagawa family is attacking, we have no more troops left, so we're just gonna forfeit. It's not really that much of a big deal anyway. So before they go on, let's go scroll back up. Basically, Inukai's or goddamn, what's that clan called? Oh yeah, the Iga, the last Iga event, basically was mentioning Suzume's betrayal over to Orari and how she defected over. So the Iga clan is not too pleased, obviously. I mean, what would you feel if one of your best warriors just defected to another country? Like, really? Why? Why wouldn't you be pissed by that? Alright, so the damn Hanny family, we're just gonna ignore them because they're just fucking idiotic and... oh god. Okay, so this is an introduction of one of the major clans in this game, the Uesugi. The Uesugi family is a prominent family because of this one commander alone that you see on your screen right now. Her name is Uesugi Kenshin, and she is reportedly the best warrior, not just female warrior, but just warrior in general in all of Sengoku Japan, in this game at least. So actually she is a real character, except the game makers parodied him into a female character for whatever reason, so it doesn't really make any sense. So yeah, this Uesugi Kenshin person was actually a real guy, like a guy in real life, except now he's a woman in this game. Don't know why. He's still a kick-ass, or she now, since we're playing a game, she is still a kick-ass warrior, and she's one of the best commanders in the entire game because of her passive skill, which we will get to once we actually fight her in battle. So this is one of their CGs whenever they pop up around the map, the games every so often, and they are kind of annoying until you actually conquer their family. The reason being is that they tend to defend, or they come to the aid of defenders whenever there's battles going on, because Uesugi Kenshin is really into keeping the borders as they are, and sometimes they'll come to our aid, but most of the time they won't. Most of the time they'll just be defending other countries against our onslaught, so go figure. So yes, that is an introduction to the Uesugi family. They are a very formidable bunch, but they're not really that great per se, but then if you let them, they will kick your ass. So yeah, we'll worry about them later though, because it's just an event that introduces us to their presence. As you can see here, Uesugi is assaulting the Takeda line because the Takeda clan is very much interested in expanding his borders, and obviously for the reason I just stated right now, Uesugi Kenshin doesn't like that, so she is committing war effort to keeping the Takeda family at bay. And that's about it. Shall move on to the next turn. Alright, so this is a flower gazing view, or the flower gazing event with everyone in the cast. As you can see, Suzume is back in there behind Rance with the little cat face on. She looks like a fucking cat. Come on now. So yeah, this is basically just them talking, eating dango, enjoying looking at the petals and whatnot, what have you. That's about it. Nothing too special. So I was just gonna save up here and make sure nothing will everything's fine and dandy. Alright, so we're just gonna go steamroll over Imagawa family now. First of all, there are several, or there are two events that we need to unlock. You don't have to do this, but then actually you should do this because it will give you two options that you will be able to select, and we'll get them in a second. So basically, these are the events. Collect Hannies information is the first one, and if you click on it, this is what happens. So as you can see, a picture of a little girl comes up. Not a little girl, but a girl comes up, and her name is Imagawa Anko. And notice how her surname is Imagawa. That's because should I spoil it for you? Yeah, I guess I'll spoil it for you because I'm a dick. So if you don't want spoilers, mute the commentary right now. Basically, Imagawa Anko here is the daughter of the king of the Hannies, basically. The king of the Hannies is the kind of white Hanny, but then he's actually an old man who was forced to play the role of king in this country, but then his daughter doesn't want that, and neither does he. So they're trying to get together again, but then obviously they can't, because the Hannies won't let them, because they're too stupid. So yeah, that's just basically Imagawa Anko telling Rance, or 3G, I don't know who she's telling it to, but basically it's telling us, the player, that the king of the Hannies is actually a human, and more specifically her dad, and she just wants to be with her dad again, and that's why she's telling us the secret. So now that unlocks another event that says meet Imagawa Yoshimoto secretly, and what that does is that basically Rance will meet with the king of the Hannies, trying to, under the cover of trying to sort out some political shit. And what happens is that, as you can see for a brief second there, the real king, the real Imagawa ruler, an old man wearing some weird shit that he was forced to wear, pops out of the Hanny suit, like the Hanny costume. You can see it's a fucking costume. Look at that. And yeah, so now you get a choice. Keeping the secret will mean that you will keep fighting the Imagawa family, but after you conquer the Imagawa family, his daughter Anko and the ruler himself will be reunited, and they will live happily ever after. But Rance gets to rape Anko, kind of. It's not really rape, cause yeah, he can rape anyone, so it's not really rape if you think about it. So yeah, you get satisfaction points basically. Usually I go with keep secret. If I'm under extreme pressure, then I go with reveal secret, which this option will, what it does is basically Rance will betray the king of the Imagawa, and the Hannies will figure out, come to their senses that their king is not really a fellow Hanny, instead it's just a normal human. So they get bored, and they just leave the country altogether, and basically Owari you get to auto conquer the entire nation of Imagawa. But then you don't get satisfaction points for that, so it's like a give and take scenario. First one is mainly for if you got time and if you really want those satisfaction points, then go with keep secret. If you're fighting lots of countries at once and you just don't have the time to deal with yet another country, even though they're really weak to begin with, then you can always go with reveal secret. But most of the time I go with keep secret, so that's what I'm gonna do. So we're going to keep the secret. And yeah, so basically we're just going to continue attacking the Imagawa family. So once we conquer them, we will be able to get some more satisfaction points. Anyways, so yeah, let's get started on our first battle against them. So now we're just going to head over into battle. So we're going to send out Rance, Maeda, and I think we'll send out Niwa as well. That should be good enough. Once again, the Hanny commanders are really bad. I will not repeat that again. They are really bad. In fact, I think they have zeros in all stacks except for damage. So that just tells you how just bad they are. So let's see now. They are really annoying though. If you do let them continuously attack you, so gotta watch your step. Let's see, who can I annihilate? We'll try to annihilate the Hama unit. Alright, goody. And then Rance will be attacked. No worries though, because he's always got that passive skill where his slave basically heals him, his troops by 30. So let's see. We'll attack that unit, and that'll be annihilated. and we will finally finish off the last unit. So yay! Oh yeah, both of them killed. You cannot capture any handy commanders, by the way, so even if you try to use all the capture techniques, you still won't be able to. So I save it there, and we shall end the... should we end a turn? Actually, we'll go ahead and recruit Yamamoto and Isoroku, because now that we have some spare manpower here for negotiation, I'm going to demonstrate to you guys how negotiation works. So as you can see, if you select the commanders, their negotiation thing goes up, and once you fulfill the threshold, you can accept it, and you can see a recruitment screen here. Whoa, stairs there. You're a good woman. I really want to do you. Yes, that's the first thing he will ever think of whenever he meets a beautiful woman. Sex. That is all. So basically, yeah, they just talk, and then Isoroku decides that because Rance promises her that he'll let her look for her younger brother. I'll get into the story of I'll get into the story of Yamamoto Isoroku once we actually get started on the events a little bit. What's going on and stuff like that. Basically, bottom line is she wants to look for her brother who's missing, and Rance basically promises her that. And in exchange, though, she has to work for Oda as a commander, so she doesn't really mind. So yeah, she goes ahead and we basically recruit her, and she works for us. So as you can see, she's removed from the prison tab, and now we get to use her as an actual commander. Unfortunately, though, she usually doesn't start out with too many troops. As you can see, only 290, but you can always add more troops, and usually archery troops aren't that expensive to begin with, so it's not too bad. Now that we've recruited her, we're just gonna back out and then end our turn. And we shall see what these guys do. Alright, armed samurai gather with the forest. So this event basically is just a random event where some random soldiers are leading a rebellion against the ninja king Inukai. But Inukai comes along and just rapes Face and just kills all of them. So problem solved. Alright, so as you can see there, that little brief cutscene. Like I said before, Uesugi Kenshin will come to the aid of any defenders in any battle. So since we are being attacked, we are the defenders, and thus Uesugi Kenshin came to help us. This doesn't happen every time, though. I just got lucky and had her help in this. What happened? I think the mathematical probability of her helping you or helping someone else is 10%. So we just struck gold here, and we just managed to enlist her help here. You can't really consciously have her participate. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, so you can't just help us," and she'll help you. It's just all on a matter of chance. You can decide to not deploy her, in which case you just take her little character profile and drag it outside the battlefield, and you can just choose yes if you want to remove her. But just to demonstrate what she's capable of, I will keep her in this battle. Like I said, her main strength is not only in her good stats, but her passive skill, Power of the Goddess of War. Basically, she takes away your -1 action flag to all enemy units, which is very good. If they start out with only 1 action flag, she won't take that away, but then, I mean, they only can use 1 move anyway, so once they use that, they're done. So now let's go ahead and add some of these things here. Let's see, we're gonna have Baba Shoen, Yamagata. Oh, we need to, now that we have Suzume, we're gonna give her an item here. Because she has good defense, but she has very low troops, we're going to go ahead and give her this item called this Kanzo Mask, only equipable to ninjas, and it reduces all incoming damage by 50%, so it's a very good defensive item. And because of her skill Assassinate 2, because of the fact that it depends on troop count, we're going to increase her troop number over to 200 and see what it does. So now that we've got most of the players here, we're going to get started. Hell yeah. This is going to be a little bit tougher. Let's see. So now, as you can see, all enemy units start with -1 action flag. That is because of the fact that Uesugi's passive skill, Goddess of Power, the Goddess of War. So yeah, that's very useful. Now I can just do onrush, and this unit will never be able to move again. Highly useful, highly useful. Ooh, almost. Let's see. We're just gonna go command charge you. And it was the Kenshin. So basically, she also has command charge just like Baba Shoen, but then her command charge initial animation is different. She's the only character to have two different sprites for normal attacks and commander charge attacks. For time being though, because commander charge seems like a waste. Actually, yeah, we'll just go ahead and commander charge. Oh, that's what she looks like. Alright. So let's see here. Go ahead and review. And can I assassinate this guy? Hell yeah. Alrighty, so sorry about that brief pause there. So now Shinano is being attacked. So now we're just going to quickly go ahead and finish them up, and we'll call it a day. So once again, a standard 3-troop kind of squad or something like that. So we're getting rid of this guy first. Minimal damage to Ranmar's unit. All over Shigami, because one thing that Hannies do have an advantage over is that they're completely immune to magic attacks. So if I were to have chosen the Shigami attack on Alina and waited it out until she could actually fire the shots, the Hannies are not affected by it at all. They are not affected by magic. So please please spread it to your minds that Hannies are invulnerable to magic-based attacks, no exception. Alright, but for anything physical, this is what happens. Let's see. It's gonna go ahead and assassinate you. Hell yeah. And we're just gonna go ahead and kill you. Hell yeah. Alright. Found a good start. Alright, so now this is the introduction to the Hojo family. The Hojo family is a clan of almost exclusively diviners, these yin yang guys you can see in the background. Yeah, this is the official introduction to them. Here you can see all their major commanders. Who's that guy's name? God damn it. Hojo Son, Nanjo Ran, and Daidoji I want to say Komeji, but I don't really want to butcher her name. I think her first name is most definitely Daidoji though, so I'm just gonna call her Daidoji. So as you can see, all the special commanders here of Hojo are here, and the rest of the background are just troops. So yeah, these are the three main commanders of Hojo. And once again, like I said, Hojo is a clan known for diviner units, so they've got quite a few diviner units in their army. And Nanjo Ran has her own route. She's considered one of the main heroines of Sengoku Rance. Spoiler alert, Nanjo Ran in 4 out of 5 routes will die. The only route that she does not die in is her own, which is called the Net Ran route. And yeah, you can't obtain Son though in Ran route, however, so you can't have best of both worlds. Basically, Nanjo Ran is the fiance of Hojo Son, so I mean, they're getting along quite well, to say the least. And also, right there, you saw a little glimpse of the blonde commander, Daidoji. I forgot what her last name is, so whatever. She's a bitch and a skank anyway. So as you can see, this is the pre-turn for turn 9. This will always happen on turn 9 because this is a very, very important plot twist. A monk from the Tenchi sect, which is kind of like the dominant religion in Sengoku Rance in this game, and a monk comes along from that sect to check up on several gourds that house the fragments of the soul of a very evil spirit. And unfortunately, this is why I hate Tokichiro. Tokichiro, you're not supposed to touch that gourd that houses the spell or the portion of the demons inside the demon's soul. And if you touch that, bad things will happen. And basically, Basically, long story short, Tokichiro screws around with the gourd, and basically when Oda Nobunaga tries to stop him, tells him to stop screwing around with it, Tokichiro decides to be a dick and hit it as hard as he can, and the gourd breaks, and the evil portion of the spirit flies into Oda Nobunaga and starts slowly rotting him away and taking over his conscience. That's why I think Tokichiro is a fucking jackass. So now, after that turn is done, Oda Nobunaga is in deep shit, and you will find out why in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. I've been your host, Asian Psycho, aka ToastSniper98. I apologize for the last video because there was a little bit of an H scene that I swear to God I cut off, but then I'm blaming Windows Live Movie Maker for that piece of bullshit. This is not Pornhub, so I'm going to be editing out all the H scenes as best I can. I don't know how I missed that. It shouldn't have been there, so I apologize. And I also apologize for the lack of Sengoku Rance and Daiteikoku game walkthrough videos lately. School is a bitch, and even though my finals are over, I still got shit to do. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you guys look forward to the next episode.